The media say Jim Carrey has gone crazy.
Jim Carrey freaks out the squares on the red carpet. Jim Carrey has finally gone all the way insane. Watch Jim Carrey slowly lose his mind.
The beloved comedic actor was labeled crazy after one interview.
There is no me.
There's no you.
No.
We're not here. This is a dream.
It's just things happening. And there are clusters of tetrahedrons moving around together.
Did he really go insane? Or does he actually understand the true essence of being? The realization that the world is an illusion came to Jim after years of struggle.
I am at the top of the mountain, and I was, and the only one I hadn't freed was myself.
Along with the decline in his career, the actor experienced a dark period in his life. He felt hopeless and pessimistic about everything. He didn't want to be a comedy star anymore. Then another heartbreak came. Jim's ex-girlfriend, with whom he had parted as friends, took her own life. To make the tragedy even worse, her parents accused Carey of having something to do with it. The case against the actor was eventually dismissed, but it left a stain on Jim's reputation. And this wasn't the first challenge he had to go through. When Jim was a kid, his father lost his job and they were forced to live in a van. At 15 years of age, the boy had to work as a janitor to help his family survive. As if things weren't bad enough, his mom got very sick. Most of the time, she'd lie in bed and take lots of pain pills. All Jim wanted to do was help her feel better, even if it was only for a moment. So he started by trying to make her laugh.
I used to do impressions of praying mantises and weird things and whatever. I'd bounce off the walls and throw myself down the stairs.
By the time he turned 17, he had started honing his skills in comedy clubs and TV shows.
Hey, buddy, do you find it unusually windy today?
And it didn't take him long to turn to the big screen. In the 90s, Carey dominated the comedy sphere in Hollywood. Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, The Mask, Dumb and Dumber, these films became classics. He never lacked female attention and life seemed as good as it could be. But at some point, Jim had outgrown his comic characters. He decided to try his hand at being a dramatic actor. For sure, it wasn't an easy transition.
Ran into a lot of criticism, and people are going, stay in the yard, be the comedian, da-da-da-da, like that. Why is he trying to do that? Oh, they're all trying to do that kind of thing.
But Jim had gotten tired of making everyone laugh. He kept on believing that he'd managed to show his dramatic side. And he succeeded by winning 2 Golden Globes for his roles in The Truman Show and Man on the Moon.
But I really wasn't expecting it, and boy, you know what this means, don't you?
Critics also praised his performance in Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. But not everything was so spotless in the actor's life. His psychological thriller, The Number 23, received mixed reviews. Filmmakers started saying he was difficult to work with. And the audience didn't seem to love him as much. Carey started getting fewer and fewer roles. Feeling more down than ever, Jim started seeking the truth. And it led him on another path, spirituality. It wasn't a new notion for Carey because even at the beginning of his career, he had talked to Oprah Winfrey about it. He explained how the law of attraction, the philosophy that thoughts create experiences, had helped him become an actor. Jim told Oprah a story of how he visualized his success and wrote himself a $10 million check to keep in his wallet. And soon enough, he received the same amount for Dumb and Dumber.
Visualization works if you work hard.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's the thing. You can't just visualize and then, go eat a sandwich.
In addition, Jim had been practicing meditation and gaining strength from his spiritual side. And it helped him realize what he'd been suffering all those years.
Your body needs to be depressed. It needs deep rest from the character that you've been trying to play.
The culmination of Carey's existential revolution seemed to have happened at Fashion Week in New York in 2017.
I don't believe in icons. I don't believe in personalities. I believe that peace lies beyond personality.
This short interview divided the internet into 2 sides. One thought that Jim had completely lost his mind, while the other claimed that he had revealed the truth about our existence.
I wanted to find the most meaningless thing that I could come to and join, and here I am. And you gotta admit, it's completely meaningless.
Later on, the actor himself commented on what had happened there. Carey explained that being an actor, he realized his personality is nothing but an illusion.
If you go deep enough into those characters, you realize that your own character is pretty thin to begin with. Who's Jim Carrey? Oh, he doesn't exist, actually.
Many people loved this new side of Jim and saw a much deeper persona under the disguise of a comic. As Carey once said, he's not hungry for fame anymore because he'd done it all. And he's happy with what he has.
I want to be the greatest actor that ever lived, frankly. You know, I'd love that. But I don't need to be.
But he's not completely done with acting because he loves doing it. Yet these days, Jim has another approach to his new roles. He doesn't look for new projects, but rather waits for them to show up by themselves. And it seems to be working for him because soon we're going to see Jim return to his villainous role in Sonic the Hedgehog. The actor couldn't care less about the people who think he's crazy. Although he's been through many hardships, Carey keeps going and inspiring others.
Don't let anything stand in the way of the light that shines through this form. Risk being seen in all of your glory.
Jim knows that it's all worth it. As he once said, life is too beautiful.